G'day everybody, it's Craig here with another free newsletter for the 18th of June. Today's a Tuesday, and I want to go through and give you a bit of an analysis on what I'm seeing out there in the markets at the moment. There's been a lot of big moves the last few weeks, and some of the charts are kind of in, I wouldn't say no man's land, but they're a little bit extended or not looking as quite as nice as they were mid-trend. So I'm going to focus on a few here. First one's Aussie against the dollar, and really the reason I like this is for a start, the monthly's now in a downtrend. The weekly's certainly moving lower also, but look at this level through here. Support, 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 broke down, retesting it, and if we come and look at that in the daily, we can get a bit of a clearer picture. We've run back up into that sell zone that you hear us talk about oh so often, and we're moving away lower once again. A little bit of divergence on these lows, but the trend is very strong, and whenever we keep on seeing this printing red candles and pushing lower, then certainly the option for getting short is certainly there, and it's had a very nice pullback. So really, it's pulled back into a logical place, round number, very logical place to see this move lower, and it's given us all the signs of a move continuing. The next one is euro against the dollar here. And what we're seeing here on the euro dollar really is off from the monthly. We're seeing a higher low possibly coming in here. Obviously, we're not in an uptrend until the higher highs put in. Here was a low from back in 010 or mid 010 I believe it was, then a higher low just here, and now another higher low here. If we can break up through this level, we're definitely in an uptrend. We're not there yet, and we're quite a way off, but certainly looking fairly strong at the moment. Euro dollar on the weekly, higher high, higher low, higher high. We are now in an uptrend, continuing higher by the look of things. Now really when we come down to the daily chart, you can see here, we've had a bit of a move, and we're looking like we're starting to either consolidate or we could be due for a pullback. Now, where were we looking for a pullback to? Somewhere down in and around this sort of level, this, in around this 1.32 level will be good. Smack bang in the middle of the buy zone, and if you see here where this line is actually drawn, there's been a bit of support and resistance along there for quite some time. So anywhere in and around there, a pullback with a nice small green candle in the buy zone, nice convergence, good trending on all time frames, euro dollar long, if we can see that happen. If it continues to move higher, then of course intraday time frames is where we'll look for opportunities. Out of the ends, my favorite yen pair right now is Sing Yen. On the monthly, it is having a pullback. It's obviously in an uptrend, but it's pulling back, and it still could have quite a way to go till it gets back to into the zone to move higher. On the weekly, it's pulled back beyond there, so it's looking more bearish than bullish. And on the daily, well, it's clear as day we are in a downtrend. Now I'm looking at this level right here, and what am I seeing? Support. So we're going to drill down a little bit lower and see if it continues. If I just enlarge in this chart here on the 4-hour, drawing a line there, you can see we've actually got 3 touches, 1, 2, 3, at a round number, looking quite nice there. So let's go lower again, remembering daily is convergent, looking bearish. 4-hour the same. Here over here, sorry, 8-hour the same. 4-hour looking good also. Coming down these time frames, the time frame I actually like it on the most is the 60-minute. And what we're seeing here is what we tend to call, well, basically we don't trade off diagonal trend lines or diagonal lines at all, but we do use horizontal trend lines. And what a lot of people fail to understand when they're learning to trade or trying to learn to become a successful trader is, do I draw horizontal lines, or do I draw sloping trend lines? My advice to you and from all the team here at Trade with Precision is leave the sloping trend lines alone. They're an absolute waste of time, money. They will not serve you long term, so forget about them. The other thing that people get confused is flat levels. Where do you draw them? Do you draw them to the bottom of each candle like this, or do you draw them to the wick of each candle? Well, I draw them to the wick because that really is a support level there. It's very easy to see. Now, there's a lot more we can teach you about this, and I'll show you how we can do that later. But right now, looking at this on Sing Yen, we've got these lower highs coming in here. We've got nice convergence before we've actually broken out, as in with the RSI here, and a lovely flat level. It really does look like it's setting up for another leg lower. So Sing Yen, another one I really like the look of here as an opportunity to get short. Now Aussie Swiss Aussie's been very weak lately. It's had a little pullback, and let's have a look at where it's pulled back into. Yes, it's pulled back into a level of support and resistance. If I just zoom out a bit, oops, maybe not that far, you can see through here, here. We've broken down, we've retested it, come back to the daily, and you can see here that is the level there. It's small red candle in the sell zone. It is a logical place for it to move. I would like to see it have a bit more of a pullback, but if it does continue to look bearish, I mean, look, it's been bearish from there. It's come and tested it again and rejected. It looks nothing but bearish. Seeing if there's any opportunities to get short there. The last one I really want to sort of focus on is Aussie CAD, because if we look at Euro Oz, we look at Sterling against the Oz, Sterling against the Kiwi, they've not pulled back as far. Go and have a look at all those. They're all very similar to Aussie Swiss, but I like out of the rest of the Aussies is Aussie CAD. Weekly, downtrending, obviously looking very, very bearish. Sorry, not downtrending, just a very strong move. Actually, it is downtrending on the monthly also. Coming to the daily, clearly in a downtrend, but look, it's had a nice, healthy pullback. It's not just touched the 10, it's pulled back quite nice on this 9800 level. We're still relatively flat to convergent on the indicators, which is also a very good sign. And what I'll be doing is looking down these timeframes to see if I can find any opportunities to get short on the lower timeframes. Right now, there isn't nothing there, but it is Aussie CAD, a chart that I do like. Now again, bringing you back to the theory of, a lot of, well, not the theory, the idea that a lot of beginner traders, or even not beginner traders, people that aren't being successful, are just lacking a few bits and pieces out there. And it's little things like horizontal levels as opposed to diagonal levels, lots of little things like that. You might not know what's good and bad. Well, here we can help you with some stuff with the free newsletter this week. How to become a successful trader is what it actually is going to be. Now you've got 2 times. You've got 8 p.m. Wednesday the 19th, which converts to 4 a.m. New York, 9 a.m. London, 6 p.m. Sydney. Okay, so 6 p.m. Sydney, and that is going to be how to become a successful trader on Wednesday the 19th. If you are, looking to do this on a different date, basically Thursday the 20th, 8 p.m. New York converts to 1 a.m. London, 10 a.m. Sydney the following day, and 12 noon in Auckland the following day, and Sid will be presenting that. So you've got 2 options, 2 presenters, and 2 time zones. So guys, that is going to basically take you through and show you the path of successful trading. We're going to show you why a lot of strategies fail, and we're also going to show you some critical areas where you can improve your trading. But that's me done for the week, guys. I hope you have a fantastic trading week. Certainly some good opportunities out there. I hope you trade extremely well, safely, and I also hope that I get to see a bunch of you on the webinar once again. Thanks very much for your time. Have a great trading week. Bye for now.